In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Honey for the Soul podcast. I'm your host, Clarissa, and this is my co-host.
You already know who it is.
Okay.
Alyssa.
Alright, we'll just get straight into it. Our topic for today is about fears.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You know what? Start us off, friend.
Okay. I'll just, start off with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared. Let me just list them off. Okay. I'm scared of the dark.
Okay.
Ghosties.
Okay.
And spiders.
That reminds me. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna skip the first two and go straight into spiders.
Okay.
I saw this video, by
just thinking about spiders.
the Dodo channel, the one about animals. And there was this one where this spider had on its legs, everything, there was things stuck to it, and it's it was this big, and you could just see. You could just see the guy with an X-Acto knife and a ruler, and he's trying to get the stuff. No, it's alive. It's just he's trying to get.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's trying to get stuff off its legs because it's sticking to his legs.
Was it like a tarantula?
It was big. It wasn't big like a tarantula, but it was meaty. You could see the middle. It's big. I apologize. I know I shouldn't have said anything. You really are scared of spiders. But it was interesting because I was like, you know what? I'm eating while I'm watching this. This is kind of weird. I don't know if I want to continue. Let's abort. Abort. It's eyes. No, abort. And then I was just like, hey, you know what it is? I'm not really scared of spiders. Like you are. I'm the designated spider killer.
Yep.
Here and at home, and it's interesting because I'll get grossed out because other people are grossed out. So I'll be all like, it's not that gross, and then I'll see it moving, and then someone will be like, ew, it's gross, it's crawling, and then I'll be like, oh no, now I feel it. I'm creepy crawly feeling. Gross.
I don't know why I'm scared of spiders. It's just, they're scary to me. One time, I think it's because I was attacked.
Attacked, really?
Yes! Okay, so one time I was at home, it was during summer, and I think I was alone, or my brother was in his room taking a nap or something, and then I just see a spider crawling on top of my bed.
Oh no.
Okay, it was on top of my bed. And then it decides to free fall. And then so I got a Twilight book and I went, well, and then I don't know where it went. Okay, that's the first time it happened. The second time, it happened twice.
Oh no, honey.
Same thing happened. It was on top of my bed, and then it decided to fall. And then
you saw it coming to you. You were like, "Don't you dare fall! Don't you dare fall! Fuck, you fell down!"
Yeah.
And you screamed, probably.
Probably. And then I think I actually killed this one. But there's some times where they just come out of the blue. So now I have this thing in my room where it's deterring insects or whatever.
That's good.
So, yeah, because forget spiders.
Hey, do you remember last semester, or not last semester, I think first year, when I was on my bed?
Oh, yeah.
I was on my bed, and there was nothing on the ceiling. And then it just appeared out of nowhere. And you were like, what is that? And I was like, what is what? And then I looked, and I was like, where did that come from? You appeared out of nowhere, Mr. Spider.
Yeah,
why are you here? It was big.
And dark.
You could see its middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that
because it
close.
was big. It was you could see its middle, and then its legs were thick with 2-3 C's. It was a big spider.
Yeah, I just remember this one time also. It was in the middle of the night, so I couldn't wake anyone up to kill it. It was
you on your own.
I was on my own. Oh my god. Okay, so I have a good sense for spiders. I wake up if there's a spider in my room.
Pause. You have the spidey senses.
Yes, I do. I do.
I'm sorry.
So I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, and then I see spiders crawling on my ceiling.
How? It's nighttime.
Because I have a nightlight.
Oh.
So then I see their shadow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, or like, I know my room so well, or like my walls, that if something is weird, like there's a weird bump somewhere, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh heck no. There's a spider in here. Like, I just have the senses. And then, so one time I woke up in the middle of the night, and then I think there was a spider by my, like, in front of my bed, right? And I saw it, and I tried to kill it, but it fell. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, those are the worst.
No.
Okay. So it fell, and then I waited. Like, I'll wait until the spider resurfaces, because I want that thing dead before I go back to sleep.
She's there for another 3 hours.
Yes. I waited like 20 minutes to an hour for the spider. It was in the middle of the night. I think I had school too. And then it started crawling where my TV was.
Oh no.
And it's not like a regular house spider. It was like one of those things where it looks like a circle, and then that, and then the legs. It was big, and it was probably like the size of a quarter.
Oh no, honey, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
That is big.
And then like the butt was big, and it wasn't black. It was like gray.
Hey, at least it was gray, and it wasn't like
it wasn't
brown.
that atrocious.
It wasn't brown or black with red, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I ended up killing it with my mom's slipper. Yeah, but I was very scared. Like the adrenaline, I just like there was so much anger in my push.
You know what it is? I have a lot of stories too about spiders, just because Julius, my brother, is really scared about them. Like, I am the designated killer, but Dad is like the destroyer. Like, if I can't kill it and Julius can't kill it, and if Dad is still awake, he's killing that spider. And I remember, I told you this, I think it's on my Instagram still, the picture of that huge spider when I zoomed in, because I was like, what is that? And Jules was like, that's a spider. Okay, what are you going to do about it? You're killing it. No, I'm not killing that. That's huge. That goes above my standards of killing it. And that thing just, it went into the wall and disappeared. And we've never seen it again. I don't know. But it's funny because anytime I have to deal with spiders, right? Anytime I get the slipper and let's say I get it right, usually what I'll do is I'll kill them and then I'll smear it just to make sure that they're dead. It's not underneath any of the little crooks and crannies of the slipper. It's smeared, it's dead. But sometimes that doesn't happen, and they sometimes fall. And then Julius is like, we're dead. That thing is coming after us in the night. It's going to kill us while we sleep. We're dead. I'm like, yep, Julius. It's going to target you first. You're in the living room. I'm going to be in my room. It's fine. And then Jules is like, don't leave me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. You decided this is your room. You just, I can't really help you. And I'm just... You see, it's weird because he's bigger than me. Yeah. And he's taller, so obviously it's weird because sometimes he'll scream or he goes like, he flinches a bit and then goes like that and tries to kill, or he'll go like this with like the broom or a slipper or something trying to kill it. And he'll just be like, he'll give me the face and I'm just like, Julius, you're like 10 times its size. You're good. He's like, no, spiders are a no-go. Yeah, no. So I feel like you and him really are like the same person sometimes, just because I'm always the one ending up having to kill the spiders, you know?
My dad has an interesting way of getting spiders. So, sometimes if he doesn't have a slipper, he'll get a hanger and he'll just mess with it, and then he'll get it with his hands and then kill it. Like, he's crazy.
With Dad, it's different. If he can get it with a tissue, he'll tissue it, scrape it, and then throw it in the toilet, and then flush.
One time, I was in the bathroom downstairs at my house, and then there was a dead spider. Oh. Right? It was dead, but I covered it, because I was like, I don't know, this wasn't here earlier. How is it already dead? Right? So I covered it, and then I moved it a little, and it was just sleeping. So, luckily I covered it. And it was like a clear thing, so I could see where it was.
Uh-huh.
So I was like moving it around, and it was still live because I couldn't get the legs. So it was like I was trying to move it around and squish it. Oh wait, yeah. I ended up squishing it.
Okay.
Squish it.
It's funny you say that in the bathroom because that's where Julius always has his problems. It's always in the bathroom.
Really?
He'll be like, he'll have sat down, or like he turns on the light, and then he's about to shower, or he's about to go on the toilet, and he is like, Ate. I'm like, yes, what? There's a spider.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what do you want me to do about it? Can you kill it? You're already in there. You want to just do it yourself? He's like, no, here's my slipper. You go do it. But where is it? It's on the ceiling. I can't even reach that. How am I supposed to reach that? He's like, I don't know that, but that's your problem now. Like, what? I'm not the one who needs to go to the bathroom. And sometimes I'll miss. And he's like, yep, we're not going to the bathroom. We're just going to hold it in. We're not. That's the only bathroom, too. So it's like, if I mess up, he's not using the bathroom for the next, for however long. Yeah, spiders are an interesting story. They're just.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, if you talk with them and you're like, you better not mess with me. Like, if you talk to it and just like, we have an agreement. I will not kill you if you just stay put and you do not mess with me.
Mm.
Daddy Longlegs are fine.
Yeah, I can kill those most of the time.
Why would you kill Daddy Longlegs?
Because they're so scary. I don't want them crawling in my mouth.
They're not going to crawl in your mouth. They usually stay on the ends because they get the other bugs in the household, like the centipedes and all of that.
I can kill bugs too. You know what I mean?
You want to kill a centipede? I'd rather not.
Oh my god, did I tell you about that one time?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you just don't like bugs in general.
No, I'm fine with bugs. I think spiders, I was caught by surprise. Because I thought it was a worm. Actually, I thought it was like a rubber thing. So I just picked it up. Mm-hmm. And I didn't expect it to be a bug. And then the fact that it also had legs freaked me more out. Because I was like, oh heck no. I don't know what this thing is. Bugs are interesting.
Yeah.
I actually like them. My grandma's scared of worms. She can't even touch gummy worms. Because she works at Walgreens. So when people buy gummy worms,
yeah.
She's like,
oh, she doesn't like worms.
On the end.
She doesn't like worms. What does she think about pasta? Because
I don't
or like spaghetti.
She's scared of it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, because you said your fears. I think for me, my one fear, because we're talking on bugs anyway, is cockroaches. Mm-hmm. I cannot. Those are bigger than spiders. Spiders are tolerable-ish. Depending on what they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But cockroaches are a different story.
Yeah.
You could have squished it, and it's still gonna come back to life. You could have drowned it. It's still gonna come back to life. They bite. I've told you this story.
Yeah.
But just for these guys to hear, girls included, sorry, not being weird or anything, but like, I think it was, one of the first times I went to the Philippines and I was at my aunt's place and they had cockroaches and I didn't know what they were at the time. But I woke up in the morning and my legs were just covered in bug bites. And I was like, is it mosquitoes? But then I saw a cockroach right next to me and realized that them suckers were the ones nibbling on me as if I was just a lollipop. I was just covered both legs in so many cockroach bites. Do you know how itchy that is? It's so itchy, and like, I wasn't supposed to itch because obviously if you itch it's gonna aggravate it and then it's gonna get into an open wound, all of that. And I hate cockroaches, big, small, I do not care. It's not happening. I become like Julius. Even if I'm 10 times the size of a cockroach, I'll be all like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get the cockroach that's in this bathroom? Then again, the cockroaches are only when I go to the Philippines, but it's like, do you want to get this cockroach that's in the bathroom? Okay, because I'm not using this bathroom until that cockroach is gone.
Yeah.
And I have to do the check. Check.
Same.
I legit go into that I won't even go in yet. if it's like an individual one and it's not like in the mall or anything, like if it's at a house, I will be in front of the door. I will turn on the light. I will look at the ceiling, look at the walls. I will look behind the toilet, around the toilet. I will look at every corner of that bathroom to ensure that there is no cockroach, because I've been surprised multiple times when I was thinking there's nothing. I sat down and it just crawled, and I was stuck on that thing, and I had to scream and be all like, help, help, there's a cockroach in this bathroom. I don't want to get bit again, because they're like crows. They like playing chicken with you. They will come and you're like, do not come near me. Do not come near me. And it's just gonna slowly crawl to you, and then it's like, I just want to be next to you, human. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be next to you. And it just, oh, I'm sorry. It's just, especially the big fat ones with the antennas.
Oh, yeah, those are weird.
No, I can't. Remember that one video we saw with that girl, and that was her collection was cockroaches, and they were crawling all over her, and I was like, you are never coming to my house. You are never coming 10 miles from me. I don't need any of that. That is gross. That probably smells. I can just feel them crawling on me. I'm good to go. Okay, we need to change fear.
Wait, are you scared of beetles then? Because, like, they're kind of similar.
I actually have never seen a beetle, so I wouldn't know.
Ladybugs. Aren't they beetles?
I don't know.
Oh. But those are cute. I love them.
I'm okay with ladybugs as long as they don't fly in front of my face. Then I'm just like, hello, y'all can see where I is, right? Like, I'm 10 times your size. Like, don't be flying in front of my face. Like, I'm gonna swat at you, and then you're gonna possibly die because I swatted at you. Yeah. Alright, so, you have a fear of the dark.
Yes. I think I passed it on.
You kind of did. You know what it is? I was scared of the dark before. Because I would do one of those things. Before, I wouldn't be the last one to sleep. Right? And so I would have to close the light. So, for example, in the hallway, right? In the hallway.
In your house? Or
yeah, in my house, at home. So I would close the light and then run all the way to my bed. Because I didn't... I think it's just in general, like, you don't want to be in a dark hallway, so I would close it and run.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing with the bathroom. When I'm here at the apartment, and I'll close the light, or I'll be facing the mirror, but I'll close the door. So I'll have the hand on the door, and then I'll close the light as I'm closing it.
Okay.
Before, I couldn't look.
In the mirror?
In the mirror. I have a fear. You know what? That is another fear of mine, is the mirrors.
That used to be mine.
I have fear of mirrors, especially at night, or even more importantly, in the bathroom. I can't. Because of that one video that I saw. I know it's fake, but, like, this girl was, like, brushing her teeth or whatever. She dipped down because she needed to go to the sink. Like, and she was still in the mirror, and I just got so freaked out. And then there was another one where she looked to the camera, but her reflection was still there. And I was just, oh, heck no. I don't want that ever happening. No. And I think that fear has just stuck with me. But it's interesting because I saw the same thing happen in Mary Poppins. Because they had that scene in the movie where she, so she's facing the mirror, she's looking at her reflection, and then she goes like this, and her face is still, her face is still in the mirror, and it's giving her weird emotion, like, not emotions, but, like, facial expressions. Because it's supposed to be like, there's another her. And it was kind of weird, and I was like, oh no, I don't like that. So I think it's just, even now, because there's a mirror right here, right next to us, and, like, when I'm working sometimes, and I see it moving in the reflection, I get scared, and I have to look, and I'm like, okay, that's me. Yeah. Because I can't with mirrors. Mirrors just scare me. And I think you also with the dark. It's just mirrors and the dark. put them together, and I'm just...
It's bad.
It's bad. I think it's just because of horror movies and how they portrayed mirrors to be really, like, not necessarily evil, but it's, like, it's one of those things where it'll give you a jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I just don't like darkness in general now.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be some sort of nightlight. And it's funny because I didn't used to be like that. Until, when I first started living with you, because we were roommates. And then until now, like, we have the nightlight, and then you and all of your fascination with all the different lights. Like, there needs to be lights in every corner of the room. And it's like, even if we're going to sleep, there has to be some sort of light. And I like that, but sometimes I also get scared, because there is light. If there were things, you can see it. But I like that there's light because I am scared of the dark, and it's kind of weird because I know that in the house at home, in my room, I didn't used to have a night light, and I was okay with that, and I would leave the door open, but sometimes I'd have the feeling that someone was watching me, and I got hella scared. I got so scared, and then I think I had sleep paralysis at the same time, so I was just like stick straight with my eyes closed, and I was like, there's someone watching me. I couldn't move. I got so scared. I think I almost started crying because it was just that bad. Like, someone was watching, and I thought it was Slender Man, because I think I had a phase where I think I still have a phase kind of where I'm scared of Slender Man because there's no face, and all he does is just stare, and it creeped me out so bad. So after that, when you gave me those lights like those, the ones on your bed, I have that next to where I sleep now, and it's just on at night. So you transfer your fears. I'm sorry, I talk too much, but it was just, I had to remember that as another fear of mine.
I'm scared of mirrors too. Like, before, when I was younger, when I would brush my teeth, you know how, like, you usually bend down?
Oh, you wouldn't bend down?
I wouldn't. I would just let it drip down my chin because I didn't want to put my head down and then go up and then see something behind me.
That one too. Behind you. It's the behind you thing.
And also, when I was younger, they would tell me that you can only see a swan in the mirror.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was like you can't see vampires in the mirror.
Yeah, so I would always get scared just looking.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think there's more fears. I can't really think of any right now besides the mirrors, darkness.
Oh, also, like, did you ever hear about Bloody Mary in school?
Oh my gosh, yes! I think that's also another reason why I'm scared of mirrors. I didn't do it. Because I was like, I ain't about that life. I'm not doing that. I don't need to be bringing in evil things into my household. Like, yeah. No. They're like, you should say it in the dark 3 times. No! What do I look like here? I'm not trying to invite things I don't want to invite. Thank you very much. You know? I think, I think another one was the feng shui.
Yeah,
the white lady. It was that, specifically that. It was that girl, because I think the scene that I keep remembering, I think it traumatized me as a kid, was the one where she saw herself in the mirror, right? The girl, and
Chris?
then not Chris, the other girl, the friend.
Okay.
And it's the stairs. And she goes to the stairs because someone was chasing after her because she was like, "Why don't you want to be with me?" And he had a knife and she was trying to get away from him.
Oh.
And then she's about to go down the stairs and she sees herself.
Oh yeah.
With the white lady, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm scared. What just happened? What just happened?" And then she fell into her death, and that's how she actually died. It was like foreshadowing her death. And I was just like, "Yup, I'm not going to sleep tonight, or tomorrow." Or the next day. Do you want to sleep next to me, Mom, Dad, brother? Anyone want to sleep next to me so I don't feel scared? I think that's another one, too. Is, like, when I know, like, in my own bed, it fits just me. Because I don't want things sleeping next to me.
Oh, my God. The Grudge, when I was a kid, was scary.
Oh, no. The first one?
Yeah. Because,
No.
first of all, the little boy was creepy, and then the...
No.
uh-uh.
Oh, no.
And then the way she crawled down the
No.
stairs.
Oh, no.
I was, like, ever since then, when I was a kid, I would get scared of those kind of stairs because it was like an L shape.
Oh, yeah.
And then my neighbor's stairs were L-shaped. So I was like,
No. You know what it is? I think there was another movie, Rings. The one where it's the well.
Oh, yeah, I never watched that one.
I didn't watch that either, but I saw clips, and that freaked me out. I know for us, now that we're older, we've been watching... Well, because of you. Because you have a weird fascination with horror films. And you love watching it because I think it's a rush for you. And you just feel like, oh my gosh, that felt so good. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm scared for my life right now. And you just, I couldn't watch horror. After that Feng Shui movie with Chris Aquino and all of that, I could not watch another one for the life of me. No.
Recently?
No, until now. Until I started living with you, I couldn't watch horror films at all. Period. End of story. The last one I watched that was supposed to be a horror was Cabin in the Woods, and that ended up more like a thriller, and it was very gory and whatnot. It wasn't really a horror thing. Until I lived with you, and then you were like, have you watched The Conjuring? And I was like,
wait,
no.
I made you watch it?
I don't remember, but I know that either we watched it together, or during that time when I started living with you, because we started watching a lot more horror films, I was like bold enough to watch The Conjuring. I know I couldn't even watch the trailer by myself. I was so scared. I was like, I had it on my phone or my tablet or whatever, right? And I had it, and my hands were over my eyes, like doing the peekaboo type thing, because I was like, I ain't watching it full on, bro. It's not happening right now. And then I was like, Julius, don't leave me, Dad. You're in the same room. Like, so we were all together, but it was just me watching it. I was like, yup. I was like 10 seconds in, and the music just got to me, and I was like, nope. Away from me, evil thing. I don't want to see it. But now that we watch horror films, I know the secret. Because before, anytime I'd watch horror films, I wouldn't watch anything after. So it would stay with me. Yeah. It would stay. It's like as if just my mind, it's like, oh, it's just fiction. Yeah. It's not real. And then, what was that? What was that sound?
Yeah.
What are those shadows? What is this darkness? It's just, it got to me. So I can't. But now, because you told me we should watch something funny after, now I'm like, I'm not as scared. I'm still scared. Like, I'd prefer to sleep first before you. But I can handle horror movies. Yeah. A little bit. Just a little bit. I can't with some of them, like the one with the creepy faces.
Like the Evil Dead.
Yeah, I don't know with you. You're the one that wants to watch that. You're like, we should watch it. No, I don't want to invite things. I have a limit to how many horror movies we can watch within this household within the span of a week, 2 weeks, a month. Okay. I don't know why you're laughing. It's true, because I don't know how come you're not scared. I'm scared.
I don't know either. I used to be very scared of scary movies. Like, there would be times where I would just stay awake because I could not go to sleep. Because there was always that thing where, I don't know if it was from a movie or people would tell you, like, there's this lady who's gonna just sit at the end of your bed.
I didn't need to know that.
Sorry.
Hello?
Sorry,
oh gosh.
Yeah.
Terrible. I pictured that too, and I just pictured the feng shui lady, and then she's at the end, she's like, oh no, I don't need
like, one time there was this one Filipino movie with Chris. It was called T2.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I watched it, and then there was this girl who was like, she would go to sleep on her back, and then she would put one arm up, like 90 degrees from her body, and then that would be like the signal for the ghost to come, and I was like, nope.
Yeah. I'm getting scared just thinking about it. I think the last thing that really scared me besides the horror movies was Dear David.
Oh, really?
That one freaked me the heck out. I could not. I'm serious when I say I could not go to sleep at all. Period.
The night we saw it.
Yeah, I could not go to sleep. It was so interesting because I was just like, is this real? Is this real? Like, I didn't think, like, it was fake. Because we kept seeing the videos and we kept seeing the posts on Twitter. And then we saw that picture of David.
Close up.
Not only close up to the camera, but close up where he was watching him sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I messed up. I realized my mistake now. I am not going to sleep tonight. And I realized it after the fact because when I saw that, it stuck, like, it was ingrained in my memory. And then the fact that the next picture was the doll close up to the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, no, delete, abort mission, abort. We're not continuing this. It's okay. I don't need to see the end. I'm good. And then that night of, was it after? I think it was
the day we saw it was the day we had a review session.
Yeah.
For Recon.
So that night we were in bed, and I was like, the dude in the picture was flat, so I cannot be flat. I cannot be flat on my back. I cannot have my hands on the side. I have to be sideways. Either sideways, or I need to be, my stomach has to be on the bed. Like, I have to be facing down, or something. I'm not going to be flat on my stomach. Or if I am going to be flat on my stomach, I'm going to have my feet up. So that I'm not flat, because I do not want... No. Yeah, no. I think the one before that really scared me was when we watched Lights Out.
Yeah.
And you left me
yeah.
that weekend. I still hate you for it because I had another experience that creeped me out so much. So basically, what happened was... Here we go. So what happened was we watched that, and it was the movie where every time the lights are off, she comes closer. When you turn on the light, she disappears. You turn it off, she's closer to you. You turn it on, she's gone. I got so scared. And she left because obviously it was Friday. And I was staying for the weekend. And our other roommate, this was back when we were at the dorms. Look at it. She didn't care. She turned off all the lights. There was no night light. And then I realized the fact. So I went down, turned on the night light, because I couldn't handle that there was no darkness. I got so scared. It was pitch black. I couldn't see anything. And then, after that, I was in bed. I was about to fall asleep. And then, I had sleep paralysis. I was frozen. I couldn't move. It felt like it was hours. I couldn't move. I couldn't even open my eyes. But all I could hear was like the thing that was from the movie, which was her scraping on the wood, her name. And I was just like, where's the wood that she's scraping right now? I thought she was right next to me. So if I was like laying down like this, like actually laying down, she felt like she was right here. She was that close. And she was just scraping, and all I could hear was scrapes. And I was like... God. I was saying all kinds of prayers. I was like, God, please protect me as I go to sleep. Help me so I can go to sleep. Please don't let anything bad happen to me. I want to still be alive tomorrow. Please. I was at the verge of tears. I'm not even lying. I was so, my heart was pounding so bad. I felt like I was shaking, but paralyzed at the same time, if that makes sense. And it was just a whole other experience. It felt like hours, but I think it was just like a few minutes.
Probably.
And then I fell asleep, I think. And I just turned away, because I know that was, so she was on this side, so it was like facing the door, so it was like out into the open, right? It wasn't like she was by the wall. So I turned to the wall. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that side of the room. I'm already scared because it's dark over there and I can't see what's on Locarette's bed. And mind you, her bed also freaked me out because I always think someone's staring at me from her bed because her bed is just freaky like that. So I always think that someone's looking at me through that bed, and I was like, yeah, nope, I'm not looking at that. So I always, that first year, I would always look at the wall because my wall is my safe haven. It's just me and the wall, and it's also because I had a prayer thing on the wall. So I was like, God, you next to me, I just need you right now because, you know, them bad things, them evil things be trying to scare me, so I'm not gonna go to sleep. So please, just protect me because the other one left me. How dare she? It was so bad. Did you have one of those? I think you've told me that you've had one of those.
I've had sleep paralysis, but I've never been, like, scared. So, I think it was senior year.
Whoa, that's recent.
Yeah. So I woke up in the middle of the night, and my arms were like this.
That's so weird. Like, why is it like... It's like you're flexing, but you're not.
No, like this. Like, they're flat.
Oh, like someone was holding you down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was, like, sleeping like that, and then, I just couldn't move.
Wow.
And then I tried to scream, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared.
I know. I know what you're talking about, because I know it's like you're trying to scream, but your mouth isn't moving.
Yeah.
But your conscious or your inside voice is like screaming. It's like it's like it needs help, blah blah blah, right?
Or you're telling yourself to scream, but it won't come out.
Yeah. Or it's like you're telling yourself to move, but you can't move. It's weird because anytime I have sleep paralysis now, I always have that feeling that there's something there, and I think if I'm going to say another fear of mine, I think it is sleep paralysis. Because anytime I have it, either I feel like someone is watching me, or like, you know, that experience that happened because of the Lights Out character, where it was just like someone was scraping, and I thought someone was crouched down in front of me trying to like that, and I can't. It's scary stuff. But it's weird because, like, if I were to watch horror stuff, it's like a rush. Especially nowadays, because horror films are now made differently. Like, especially because of James Wan. His horror movies are just different from before. Like, The Grudge, like, if I looked at it, because I watched the second one, I was like, it's not even that scary. But, like, James Wan's, like, The Conjuring, or even, like, Annabelle, you watch those, and I'm, like, freaked out. Like, The Nun, like, I know it sucked.
That one was okay.
It was okay, but just her in general, that character, The Nun, was just very scary. Especially in the second one of The Conjuring, like...
Oh, yeah.
Because I know spoilers if you haven't watched The Conjuring, but, like, for the second one, it wasn't even that scary until you got to that character, because that character was the main evil character, and it just brought so much, like, oh no, I don't know if I can go to sleep after this if I don't watch something funny. Like, it was just really frightening. I don't know, fears. The fears. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. It's just, insane.
Yeah.
Oh.
What else am I scared of? I can't... Oh, I have anxiety with cars.
Oh, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I've told you that before. Like, being in a car.
But is it like a fear? Is it a fear, or is it more of an anxiety?
I think it's a fear of being in an accident.
That's
why I have anxiety. So, like, this weekend, on Friday when I was getting picked up by my parents, we were on the freeway, and it was, like, traffic on one side, and then the side was the one we were on, the lane, was kind of moving. So, all of a sudden, this dude just cuts my dad off.
Oh, no.
And then I didn't expect it, and then I gasped, like, really loud. I don't usually do that. And then they're like, oh my god, what the heck? Like,
they got scared too, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I thought we were gonna hit him, because it happened, like, really fast. Because he, like...
Your reflexes are just that fast.
Yeah. Because, so, like, I just always have to watch. Or sometimes if I don't want to watch, because it's, like, I have too much anxiety.
Yeah.
I'll just put my head behind my dad's chair.
Yeah. Oh, you'll go like this?
Oh, no, I'll just, like, move my head so I can't see the road.
Oh, okay.
In front of us.
Okay.
Yeah, it just gives me anxiety.
Yeah. I have been in an accident, but it was more like a bump. Like, they just bumped us. You know, knock on wood. For nothing to happen. But, like, it was crazy. Like, I can see how people are like, wow, it's really scary being in accidents. And you've even said the one with Uber and whatnot. And I guess I can understand why there's that fear, is because you aren't in control. Like, you're just there watching. In a sense, like, you're like a sitting duck, because you really don't know, like, how does this person drive, because you know it is Uber or Lyft, whatever the heck. And it's not like you know this person and how they, like, their skills as a driver.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if they are good at driving, or if they're very cautious, or if they have good reflexes. You also don't know if they are a weird driver in that they brake so often.
I hate that.
And then you also have no control over the other cars around
that's what
you.
Scares me more.
Yeah, because it's one thing putting your trust in the driver that you've never met and you will never meet again. Like, it's just like chance meeting, blah, blah, blah. And then the fact that you now have to put your trust in this person for however long that ride is to get you from point A to point B safely. So I can understand that fear. Because sometimes drivers be crazy, and you can't even realize they're crazy, because sometimes they'll just be quiet, but they're driving, the way that they drive is just like, it's crazy. Like, who do you trust more? Do you trust the driver that's quiet but is a crazy driver, or the person who keeps talking and seems like he's crazy but he's a good driver? I don't really know, but yeah. Fears. I mean, I really don't. When I'm thinking about it now, there's like a lot, but there's also not that much that are like.
I think I just have like a few major ones.
Yeah.
The rest are all subcategories, I guess.
You know what? You didn't even talk about your ghosties.
Oh, ghosties. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I told you about this, like, in my grandma's old house. She made me sleep in the hallway one time because I complained about how she snores so much. So she made me sleep in the hallway on the floor in the dark.
No sleeping bag.
Yeah, I think I just had a blanket, or maybe I did.
No pillow.
Yeah, it was dark, first of all.
Yeah.
And then in that hallway specifically, everyone who went in that hallway felt that there was a ghost.
Yeah.
So I had to sleep in that hallway for a night.
No.
And not doing that ever again.
Well, at least you don't have to, because they moved out. But who did you sell that house, or who did they sell that house to?
I don't know.
Did they at least disclose, like, hey, there's...
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just scared of ghosts because sometimes they just... You don't expect it.
Yeah.
Or, like, I'm scared of it because of the scary movies I watch.
I think it's the scary movies that really, if anything, they're the ones that get you. It's because you think you're fine, and then as soon as that movie ends, you're like, yeah, it's fine. And then after, like, 30 minutes to an hour, the thinking starts. You know, it's plausible if it does this and this. It's I don't know.
Do you remember that one time that our oven timer went off?
Yeah!
That scared me.
That
I was like,
scared
is there a
me.
ghost in here? Because that never happened. It's so hard to even turn it.
Yeah. What were we watching that time?
We were watching The Possession of...
of Hannah
Grace.
Grace. Yeah. And I was just like, And we had to call and just... to call, you know, my aunt, and just be all like, hey, can you check?
Yeah.
And she was like, it's your aunt's birthday, maybe that's why. I was like, okay, but like, just that doesn't really help.
Yeah.
I'm still scared.
Mhm.
What did we watch after that just to not be scared? You know, that movie wasn't even that scary.
It wasn't.
Though. If anything, it was more like...
The beginning was scary.
Yeah.
Because she was possessed.
I think we've watched a lot of those, but the one that I really can't watch, and you said you can't watch this either, is The Exorcist.
Oh, I watched it.
Both of them? Weren't there two?
There was one of Emily Rose, which is not that scary.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one that's the German girl from BuzzFeed. They made a documentary about her.
Mm-hmm.
That's her. And then there's the regular, just the plain Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it.
I can't watch it. Because I think I saw, like, either the trailer or clips, and she was on...
Yeah, she's everywhere.
She was, like, crawling
Yeah.
on the ceiling to a corner, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
we are not dealing with you. We are not dealing with your evilness. I see, hear, nothing evil. Like,
Mhm.
not even gonna try. You know what it is? I have my limits with scary. Even when I first watched Annabelle, I was just like, huh, okay, kind of scary. It was very subtle,
Mm-hmm.
but it was also not subtle. It was, like, subtle in the way that it was creepy,
Okay.
and then it just got worse.
Annabelle?
Yeah. I think the one that was... I mean, the Creations, Annabelle Creations was scary.
Mm. It had its moments.
It had its moments.
Like with the... Was it the hide and clap or hide and seek? Because hide and clap is
That's
Conjuring.
The Conjuring, yeah.
But then they had hide and seek, right?
Uh,
With the dad and the daughter.
I think so.
Yeah. That
But
one
I
was
think it was just scary because you actually saw...
the dead girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw her and, like, she would turn. And just the
Mhm.
fact that she would turn and she's, like, off color because she's not alive anymore. And, like, the way that she's acting isn't even...
It's kind of
It's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
But I have to give it to James Wan and all of the directors and everything. Because they really went full circle because now we know who that girl was in the beginning of the first Annabelle. Yeah, that new Annabelle trailer, if you saw
I want to watch it, yeah.
it's scary.
Mhm.
That's like, I don't know if I'd watch that in theaters. I feel like, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
We're not watching that. We're not gonna watch that premiere night at like 2, 3 in the morning. Bruh. It's not happening. And I think that's what scared me more was when we watched the first Conjuring. That one was really scary because of the whole hide and
3
clap.
o'clock. Oh.
And the 3 o'clock thing, because I was like, dude, all the clocks stopped at 3. Like, I didn't realize that hour was, like...
Yeah.
Was very,
Significant.
very significant in, like, the superstition behind it.
Yeah.
It was just like, ooh, okay, like, how the clock stopped, all the animals are dying.
Mhm.
Bruh, this mom just got... Ooh, like, I still remember it. I was just like, ooh, like, she got yacked on. Like, and it was just like, it was funny, but it was like, bro, that thing going in you is not good color right now.
No.
Like, no. And then the fact that you saw the witch, too, like, when
that
she
was
jumped
scary.
down, that was scary,
That's
dude.
scary.
I think it's funny because when we watch horror movies, like, I can already tell when the jump scares happen. Like, you can tell. They already, like, they have it set up in that way where it's, like, jump scare.
Mhm.
But you know, but you're just like, I don't know. And so when it happens, you jump and you look like you're gonna fall off the chair, and then we're both laughing, even if it's like at a scary moment, because you almost fall off the chair, and I'm all like, I'm trying to save you, and I'm like, I can't save you, you're gonna fall off this chair. And
sometimes I do that, but it's not even scary.
yeah, I don't even scream, it's only you. And then you scream because you scream, then I scream. We all scream because you started it. You screamed, yeah. So I think it's funny when we're watching horror movies because it's like, we'll be scared, but we won't be that scared. We'll still be laughing, and I think that's one reason why I'm able to watch horror movies now, is because if you add in that laughter into there. Like, I know when I really first watched The Conjuring, I think it was I don't know if it was with you.
I don't think so.
I think it was with Dad, Julius, and Jacob. When we watched it, because it was just like we should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to watch it, but I was like, do I really want to watch it alone at night? No. Mm-hmm. And then we watched it, and then Dad was watching with us, and then he would make us laugh. And so instead of it being so scary, it came out as more like, okay, it's decent. It's scary, but I can laugh because I'm not that scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love horror movies now.
Yeah,
but I'm scared still. Like,
yeah,
I'm a scaredy cat, but I can do some, like that Curse of La Llorona.
Oh yeah, I want to watch that.
I want to watch that too, but I'm kind of scared. I'd be like, yeah, we're watching that in the morning.
Yeah.
Morning, not early morning, like nighttime. No, like maybe like 11 when the sun is high. When like we'll watch it with a group. I feel like it's better when you watch horror movies with a group instead of like alone or just like us two, because then it's like we have each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's coming out this week.
Ooh.
Is it coming out this week?
Know.
I think it's coming. It said the 19th.
Okay.
So it is this week.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if we'd watch that in theaters, because to be honest, that I don't know if I want to watch that at night, but like I'd be down to watch. I'd also be down to watch the new Annabelle one. All right. Well, we are at 51 minutes and a few seconds. I guess we'll end our episode for today here. We'll see you next time on another episode. Bye. Everyone.